left, they sometimes consume themselves or break when used by an uninitiated. I was lucky. The orb I found spared my life and returned to where I found it. I know because Alexander took it and brought it to Brandenburg.
Okay, well, thank you, Agrippa. But, hello everyone, I'm Mr. B, and welcome back to Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
And dared to proceed where I did not. He unearthed a number of cavern temples and gathered a whole collection of orbs. But, unlike every other finder since the fall of the Israel faith, he was able to unshackle the heart. You and I connected with the orbs. He used them and was able to travel far and wide, beyond the world itself.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'm just gonna continue doing my thing. I have... no. Why'd you fall that? There we go. Will you allow me to jump on you? Okay, that's that one. Okay, so I think I've fixed it. I think I fixed the lever. There's one. There's two.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
What are you talking about? Fortunately, I have nothing for him to come along with me. But I have these doors right here. Okay. That's death. But I think I need to find a bucket of some sorts. Oh, this is a quite large room.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me, Orphan! Kill me!
This one. Prepare.
Okay, first off, what are these doors right here? Okay, that's fun. I'm not gonna worry about that. Yeah, how about these stairs? Okay, that's a transition. Yeah, this is private study or something? I don't like that fluttering. What is this, some string? It's a genie's lantern. I think we'll find one of these. Yep. Is it you, my love? I miss the most. Is it you, my love, I miss the most? Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan, pierced on a perched on a dark mountain top. There's little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time, it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. So is that... Are we dealing with aliens? Angels? Gods? Paper. Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creatures can break out into fits of violence, where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are therefore to restrain while the victim is still dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient. It will trigger itself into great fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more effective in the process. If the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible, with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once. Wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its prosperities. Only with careful performance will the victims yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be naught. For naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink, and try again later. What? There's an amnesia drink? That's probably what our character had. Is this... Oh, this is what Alexander is doing, isn't it? He's trying to torture us. Alexander is torturing us. And each time we don't do the thing that he wants, he resets us? That's gotta be it. I don't like these long, dark hallways.
Let me go, you brute!
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
Oh.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone
Whoa.
listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Oh, there's the bell again.
No, please! I'll do anything! Whatever you want! Anything!
I want a torch. That doesn't provide a lot of light. So is there something in... The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. Oh my god. Oh, here's a bucket. This is crazy. All of this for what, though? Oh my god. The rapist hung upside down, his tears soiled with blood, flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any farther. Oh my god. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. This all whenever he was alive. What the fuck? We got one more place in here to go. Then we're out. Okay. That's disgusting. A little bit of tinder. Oh my, why? The kidnapper sat on her knees, with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Oh my god. What the? Okay. Here's one of these. That is some weird... Oh my god, that... I don't know what to think of any of that. It's just too crazy. Okay, I got one more side to go to. Let's... Oh, there's two doors. Might as well use some of this tinder that I have. Oh, look, tinder. I swear I have an abundance of the thing. Oh, hey, one of these. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all knew I am the one and the same Alexander who helped the fathers and grandfathers who found the great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away. Will I remain the same? Aged not by time but by anguish. So Alexander has found a way to keep himself sustained. So that means he's been doing this for a long time. Agrippa channels Wire. Wire taught me from the other side. Oh, taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reasons for my efforts, and still he insists on releasing the Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion and a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Wire claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first. He too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige. But no, I am to part from him if my return might be denied. I know that they are capable of what they are capable of. I've seen their deception, optimism, this most helpless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Wire told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and Templar. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from the large specimen. The chore seems to be fertile grounds for this sorts. I should then be able to extract the contents from with the proper tools. The vitae could be extended as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tempter, for the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with this letter looks... Yeah, with these letters look wrong. I believe it's property of the secretion in the water-dwelling current. I will have to address Wire with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. So, is that... Ooh, it's probably gonna be a side quest.
How are things coming? Incredible. You found Vile's recipe.
I did.
There might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate. A door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate then. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic via disguise. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save me.
Okay. So... Oh, is this...
No time for sitting around.
So this is in-game. I'm in in-game stuff right now. Let's see, I need... tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and Tempter. Tempter is gotten from the water. Although I don't know how to fish it out. I might need a bucket of sorts.
You're a good boy.
Yes, I know. Very good boy. Doing what good boys do. Go insane. Okay, what do we have here?
15th of August, 1839.
Ow!
The blood wards are free.
Oh my god.
The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions.
Okay.
No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer.
What if I don't do it?
Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Paint the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come.
What if I don't? But what if I don't?
Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines, paint the man.
Paint the man, cut the lines.
Please, the man.
Paint the man, cut the lines. Oh my god.
I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
I don't like that at all. I also lost my lantern.
There isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Okay. I don't think... He was not here before.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
What's going on? Man, I don't know what my place in any of this is, man. I just wanted to deliver pizza or something. I don't want to be a part of any of it. The fuck?
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
What the fuck? The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with intent. So the rope secured around his legs stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other, knowingly, and took the hammer and struck the victim's chest in the final act of mercy. My God. This does not seem secure at all.
What happened to her?
Okay. The tissue is quite soft and should be possible to break open. Oh, I think I know what to use that on. Ugh. Let me just pluck. Poison gland. Is this so I can make the one thing? Oh. Okay, that's a brazen bull. The traitor did not know what to think of the brass bull, as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of the fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chambers and traveled through the complex instrument which was the bull's head. Outside, the man could hear the brazen bull bellow. My God. Alright, so brazen bull. I already know you're gonna scream. Yep. Can I not fully open this? I guess not. Alright. Only have... I don't remember how many pieces of the orb I need to grab. I think it was 6 in total, so I think 2 more. Okay, I believe this... Oh, an Iron Maiden. Did I grab a piece of the orb in the last place I went to? I think I did. I did search around a little bit. I don't know what to think of everything that's going on in here. It's just so much. Do I need to collect these bones for something? I don't know. A lot of what's happening in this game is just so surprising. I don't know what to think of any of it. Also didn't expect a lot of this stuff to happen. The Forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip for just a moment. His knee jerked and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eyes had ruptured and begun to leak. Oh my god. What the fuck? I don't know what to think of any of that. Oh, the body's gone. Was there something I was supposed to do with it? While it was hanging here? I don't know.
There's something else. Looks like you cleaned out the quiet. Head for the transept and find the rest of the ore pieces.
What, did I not find all of them? Am I missing a few orb pieces? I thought I grabbed them all. The transept. Oh. I guess I didn't grab them all. I believe the only place I haven't found an orb from is from in here. I don't remember seeing one, at least, in here. But it was hidden. Just not gonna worry about that. Okay. So I think I need to lower something down into here. Yep. So we take a piece of meat. And we just lower that down. And then we just pull it back up. And looks like we have bone that's covered in mucus. Okay, so I do have that. But that is one of the many ingredients.
All the pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you, but if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vire's tonic before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to save me.
Don't worry.
My fate is in your hands.
I do plan on saving you, don't worry about that. I just need to figure out the rest of it. But I'm not gonna do that now.
All the orb pieces you need. I know.
Okay, I think he's just gonna repeat. But I found all of the orb pieces, so all that's left for me to do is to go down into the main chamber and put them all in that cauldron, that little altar thing, and fit them all together. But I'm also going to try to save. I'm gonna try to save whatever his name is. Keep forgetting. But I'm gonna do that in the next episode, in the beginning. So, thanks for tuning in, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.